This is a house from the 15th century that was moved in the 1970s, and it's now a hotel here. This is in the town of Etretat. I think that's how we pronounce it. This is Havre. After the war, they built all these concrete buildings that look very much similar. They had pretty buildings before. They don't have them anymore.
They've left it because they've kept it, because it's quite interesting. You know, it's an art piece. And when you don't know, when you see in the far distance, you don't realize that they are containers.
Modern art museum.
It's
also 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Malraux was the name of a
on
minister.
The way to make 3 stops.
The sun is out. A long time
no
ago.
Rain yet.
So
a little bit cold.
It's the beginning of a long avenue that is well known in the port of Le Havre, because this avenue
is on the right. It's like the Champs-Elysees. It's very long.
No, I think it was here. It was possible to see it. And the aim of Auguste Perret as well was to give light to all the rooms of an apartment. So there is an apartment that is possible to visit that is called Auguste Perret apartment, and I did it a few years ago. And there are devices, you know, that were used in the 60s, containing the kitchen, containing so that's funny. That's quite funny to notice. But you can see the pebbles already if you look on your left. So you know, by sunny weather like today, there's not many people today, but it's nice to walk all along. So this is the beach area.
City Hall, the covered market. Mostly souvenir shops now. This is a house that was in another town, and it was transported to this village in the 1970s. But the house is from the 15th century, even though it transferred to this town we're in. There's the cliffs. Now we're going up to see the water. Hey, nice dog. Hi, dog. Now we're going up. I can hear the water. Oops. Hear the water. Cool. And this is what we came for.
I almost got it.
It's amazing. Time to go back into town. The sun's not out, but the clouds add nice pictures to this. Old Market is now.
Did you find a pharmacy?
Just after we came from the water on the way back to the bus. But I was able to get to the pharmacy and get something for my house. It was built by a man in 1895 after he was able to mix the teas that the Benedictine monks came up with, surprise, added some brandy and came up with the Benedictine liquor. No one ever lived in this building, this palace. It's basically the corporate headquarters. It has nothing to do with religion. Collected lots of religious objects and such. But it's an amazing building. and we'll be tasting some Benedictine shortly. And again, this is the Benedictine Palace, built in 1895 by the guy that took the old monk's tea recipe, added some brandy, and came up with a product that sold all over the world. Now we're at the Benedictine Palace. It's next to the factory where they make Benedictine. But this was built by the guy that created the Benedictine liquor, and he spent a lot of money living here. I mean, it's huge. And finally, it's raining, by the way. Palisce, Benedictine, built in 1895, and this is where Benedictine is made. It's bottled in southern France, but it was created in 1895 by a recipe that the man that owns this palace, he never lived here, created. Palace was built in 1895. We're at the top of the staircase right now.
In his hand has herb, you know, and the building you see with big pillars and vaulted room was of course the former abbey. But just to remind, you know, the origin of the herb tea, but there's today the factory we are in, there's absolutely no monk because it's just a factory. But if it is called Benedictine, it's because the herb tea came from the former.
This is the room with much of the collection of the man that owned the house. He went around the world. He owned the company. Remember, this is built in around 1890 or so. So monks have nothing to do with this except that the monks described or invented the tea that he used to mix with some brandy to make the original product. This is the dome upstairs. Called the dome. The statue of the monk who invented the tea. There's so much here to try to capture. It's amazing. They collected locks. Big collection of locks in this room. Just amazing. Too many lights. Even has a small art gallery, mostly religious art.
But since the foundation of the abbey in the 11th century till the French Revolution, there were about 40 of them, succeeding to each other. So they've just put 12 of them. And this room is used to organize banquets. Now we're in the exhibit hall, basically advertising, commercial advertising. We'll see the competitors, etc. These were advertising menus. It would advertise it, and then you could just put the menu. An original bottle from 1876. These are all the imitators. Now we're in the production plant. The casks are. It says it takes 2 years to make from the beginning to the end, so they don't sit in the cask that long. They had some samples of the 3 different kinds, the Benedictine, the B&B, and the single cast. I don't know if this price is so cheap, but I don't need any, so we're not buying any. So we head back to the bus. Where we're going to see them make cheese. And these are brown and white cows, or Normandy.
Normandy cows. They make better milk. They get better milk, and the black cows, black and white cows, are the ones that make most milk. "5:30 and it's still drizzling, but we're at the cheese farm. We're gonna have some cheese and I think cider. We'll be here for about 45 minutes. This is the nursery.
You can see the black and white. This is Syrian or Palisce. And on your right, you have Normandy. It came from Normandy.
Brown and white cows are from Normandy, and black and white ones are from.
Around 1,600 different cheese with different shape, different taste, different from different milk, goat milk, dairy milk. Alors, I learned just yesterday we are not the first one to eat more cheese in the world. I'm unhappy, and I learned this is Danish people. They eat 27 kilograms per year per habitant. Voilà. It's not good for me and for France. We must eat more cheese. But just up to now, this is France. Like, well. But for you, it's quite good. You eat in average 15 kilograms per day per habitant.
Mostly pizza. It's mostly pizza.
Yes, ah oui, bah oui.